Unfriended is a 2014 American horror / psychological thriller that has just been released here in Australia because I don't know why. I really don't know why we all have different release dates around the world. There's got to be a logical reason, but for the time being, I'm calling it as fucking stupid. The film itself is directed by Levan Gabriads? Yes? The film stars a bunch of kids that I've never fucking heard of. I think a couple of them were on some soap operas at one point. The basic premise of the story is a girl by the name of Laura Burns has committed suicide because of a video that was uploaded to YouTube of her absolutely wasted at a party. The entire film takes place on our main character by the name of Blair's MacBook Pro laptop screen. Her and several of her friends are having a Skype video conference call thingamajiggy just because they do. When all of a sudden there is a random unknown person who is in on the video conference call. They say it might be a hacker, might be a glitch, or it might be Laura. So as you've already guessed it, it's Laura's entity, demonic spirit that has come back to find out who uploaded this video that initially caused her own self-demise. Was this film entertaining? Yes. Is it perfect? No. So like I said, the entire film is set on Blair's MacBook, or you've got to open tabs of Facebook, YouTube, even LiveLeak, Skype of course, and it looks so authentic and realistic. They've even got the authentic sound effects that each app makes. That one was when, you know, when you refresh, it's like... Laura's evil spirit, demonic entity, whatever you want to call it, then starts playing games with these kids. They all went to school together and she wants to find out who uploaded this video of her wasted. Now, just before I go on, there may be some spoilers in this review, so if you haven't seen the film, click off. Well, actually, no, go watch another one of my videos. She then picks them off one by one, just absolutely screwing with their fucking heads. Like, I'm talking absolute mind fucks here, like delving into their deepest, darkest secrets. And yes, it is a very clever concept, but you can only do something like this for such a certain amount of time before it gets stale and mundane. The chemistry between the characters was not believable at all. You think about it, if you look at the entire cast, you've got a jock, a slut, prissy goody two-shoes, the innocent girl, the fat nerd. These are the type of kids that would not mesh together and become friends at school. These are the type of kids that would be at the opposite end of the playground from one another. And they just didn't seem like friends. They just seemed like acquaintances or randoms getting together on a Skype call. Kinky. I did like how the evil spirit was chatting with them on the Skype chat, making them just do fucked up stuff, playing just really homicidal games with them. That's the word. Now, after I watched this film, I went and researched it before I started filming this review, and I did read that the director, Levan Gabriads, he wanted to make a statement about what bullying is in the 21st century, and it's absolutely on the ball. You think about it, bullying back in the 20th century, even further back, that was all in the schoolyard. Bullying is now a really serious issue and it's all online. You got people that can hide behind monitors, keyboards and type whatever they want and make someone feel absolutely horrible. And unfortunately, young kids have taken their lives because of cyberbullying. It's a topic that a lot of people love to sidestep, but unfortunately it's something that has to be addressed, and this film seriously addresses it. There are some well-placed scares in this film, like when if a Skype screen goes blank, you get the little loading schmageggy, and then all of a sudden, and there was a really good jump scare right at the end that actually made me jump and squeal like a girl. Hey, whoa, we're all friends, we're all open around here, okay? I know you won't judge. Now, what shit me in this film and shits me in a lot of post-paranormal activity horror movies is the bass rumble when something's coming. Paranormal Activity did it, we all know that, and they own that. They started that, and it really worked for the concept. Something like this when the entire film takes place on a computer screen, no, not so much. And the deaths of certain characters were kinda mediocre. They could have been a bit more original. I don't know, I think my standards are just way too high for horror movies these days. And like I said, these guys start freaking out and going nuts at one another over this whole Skype call. And there's just so much banter going back and forth, they're all losing their fucking shit. And it gets to a point you're like, okay, I get it, stop, just shut up. When I first saw the trailer for this film, I had really high expectations, and I think that was the problem. I've got the exact same reaction with The Walking Dead and Games of Thrones. It's just been way too hyped for me, and I expected a lot more. So I guess it's kind of a mixed bag. I did have fun with the movie, but at the same time, it wasn't exactly what I was expecting. Guys, don't get me wrong, it's a good time at the movies. It just could have been a lot more thought through in terms of acting, chemistry between the actors, maybe even different casting. I don't know. The ending is quite clever though. Though it does kind of turn the tables on one of the characters, and it makes you think, oh, well, that's quite clever. So guys, overall, Unfriended is a good time at the movies. Unfortunately, it did lack the potential to become a really good horror movie. The concept was great, they just didn't harness it enough. And with that, I'm gonna give Unfriended 3 geeks out of 5. So if you guys have seen the horror movie Unfriended, of course you fucking have, the rest of the world has. We get everything last here. Please drop a comment below and let me know what you thought of it. Was it what you were expecting from seeing the trailer? As always, thanks very much for your continuing support, and until next time, geeks, always remember, cosplayers do it best.